Da bin ich schon wieder. Habe ich doch gesagt. Nur kurze Pause. Kaffee.
Do you think the samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunya's? Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight. Hey, what kind of an answer is... Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival. Okay, no more! Paimon's brain is already shut down. That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away. Hold on, what did you just say? Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that.
Okay.
So strange and
Wir gehen jetzt mal kacken, damit es uns besser geht. Okay.
Paimon's at a loss for words. Yeah. Even though it's happening lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time.
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve.
We're still in the same day. Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the samsara? Why did you tell us? Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds. Paimon thought the Duke did that! Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me. Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast. What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it? Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation? Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah, you're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical conditions should also reset. So, what's your new hypothesis?
Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory, and Dia was able to use her experiences to avoid injury in later samsara. The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's... If all our memories of a day are erased at the end...
Oh! Then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories! That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day before. But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting better your greatsword. A brilliant deduction. Nahida, tell us if we're right or... To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows.
Meets, du Nervensäge.
Simple at all! Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new. Right!
Meets.
She did help us find our latest clue after all.
Also gehen wir wieder zu dir. Nee, nicht auf den Balken. Euler. Kann ich mich porten? Bitte, bitte, bitte. Ja. So. Irgendwie eine coole Idee mit der Zeitschleife, aber irgendwie finde ich es nervig. Ich weiß nicht warum. Aber gut. Ist da jemand müde?
There you are. It took me
Nein.
a while to find you.
As expected.
It hurt?
Well, you're...
Huh. True.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Oh, that works.
What happened to you?
Don't think too hard.
All right then.
Yes.
Then I'd have to
Oh? What?
If we've actually been... Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself.
Right. They could use the account. It's not very likely, but it's also...
No, it...
You have...
You two are surprised. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her...
Da können wir schon runtergleiten. Chip. Bin doch immer lauffaul. So, dann schauen wir mal da unten. Na, ich würde sagen, wir machen so ein Stündchen, anderthalb, irgendwas in dem Dreh. Aber nicht mehr allzu lange.
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden tray...
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several... Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but...
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous train. I'm a professional fighter. I'm the force, angle, and entry point of each. It's just as they say.
Is it really impossible?
People often say that a camera's photo. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can Hope that cleared things up for you. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, that... Yep, that's true. Strange? Paimon? Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really... Paimon can't believe it! How about we go back and ask Nahida...
Warum sind wir noch nicht zuvor auf die Idee gekommen, einfach mal aus der Stadt zu gehen? Bisschen spät, hä? Aber gut.
Nahida! You're back early today. Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. Leaving the city. As far as I remember, We did? But... let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. But you two It is true! Really? That's kinda strange. In theory... Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the...
Warum jetzt schon der Tick? Wir sind doch schon eher rausgekommen.
Memories are back! About that... Well, where should... Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you. Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay,
Why can't we leave the city?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything.
I have a real...
That's your problem.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the academia already announced. Let's go and question. Hello, sir. What?
Here we go again. We just received an order that no one is allowed to...
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, this is a good spot. And the guard had... Huh? Why? Are you going... What? Oh, Paimon... Okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back and please...
Mhm.
Memories! Traveler!
Oh, was ist los?
Paimon would never see you again! You just disappeared! Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick walk!
Ich hab dir was versprochen.
Calm down. He's here now. I don't think he understood what you were saying. Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared.
Oh, wie süß.
Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world. Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday? I see. Using two people's different perspectives. After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant. No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention. What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken. So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside.
Ah.
Something
So,
like
kein Bock.
a message? But don't look at me like
Also,
that.
Akt 2 zieht sich gerade echt.
I'm not used to being stared at. Well, okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunya's out for me. Yep, now we're
3
talking.
Tagen in 14. Ich glaube, ich bin Genshin zu schnell.
Warum?
Mit dem Scheiß schon.
Ich bin gerade an der Story. Und wie, du bist mit dem durch? Hast du die Story schon durch?
Nee, noch nicht.
Ja, viel Spaß. Ich mache ja gerade heute nichts anderes wie nur rein Story.
Here you go.
Ja, sag gut, das war's. Ich hab das gestern auch überholt.
Made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. To make something like... Yep. I'll help you save the message.
Das geht ja bei mir recht schnell,
Let's go then.
Mm.
Let's expose the...
dass ich Leute einholen kann.
That covers everything that's happened so far. Yes.
Akt 2 heute
Although the
machen.
signal was choppy and... Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the...
Can't go back.
There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights.
Nee.
All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense
Ja,
any
geht
human
doch.
presence.
Ich wollte schon sagen.
That's one heck of an info dump.
Ich meine, bei Diona war ich ja auch schon.
Mhm.
When you set foot
Bei
Ja.
Diona?
everything looked completely normal when
Dion.
Paimon was looking out
Dori.
Also,
That's unbelievable.
Hä?
And if we take your word
also ich bin
for
gerade
it,
bei dem weißen Zwerg
spaces all had very
Ja.
weird
und mache jeden Tag
patterns.
gefühlt das gleiche Festival.
There's another part here. You only received
Ja,
it last night.
Zeitschleife halt.
These
Kennt man.
spaces have been
Kennt
disappearing
man, ist
one
Arsch.
after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Ich sag nur, ich habe später als du angefangen und war schneller durch.
Nee, du hast nicht später angefangen als ich.
The message end right there.
Doch, habe ich.
Traveler want to say.
Habe ich.
Mit der
Nur
Story?
alles schon freigeschaltet. Ja, mit der Story habe ich später angefangen als du.
Ja gut, aber da habe ich ja eine Stündchen Story gemacht, das war ja nur das Startgebiet und habe mir auch alles angehört. Jetzt könntest du bitte aufhören, meine Lampe immer umzuwerfen?
From the message. The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal. After the beep, Traveler said even the final space has also disappeared. Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. My impression is that each day in this samsara... Was that space actually the real world?
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces anyhow? Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret. Wow, the Archon War, huh? Hey, where are you going?
Gehen wir dahin.
Do you want some alone time to think? Alright then, Paimon won't
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away. Awesome, what is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh,
Der Tanz muss feststellen, der Tanz muss durchgezogen werden. Würde ich mal behaupten. Achso, ich muss wieder dahinter. Okay, ich muss zu ihr. Tschüpp, Nahida.
you're back. I've been waiting forever for you two. Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival? Okay. First off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation.
Ich habe keine Ahnung.
All the bizarre spaces. Those spaces. That doesn't sound. The moon. That doesn't. People in.
Hup.
We are all in a.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when he was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now. Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? It is the manifestation of the god. Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling What? Is stealing everyone's dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich. So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions. The real story is that the sages from the Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about this?
Those space. Those dreamscapes.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person their disembodied consciousness. No one is any the wiser as people wake up to yet another dream about this. So, this is like a dream factor. Very good, Paimon. Okay. So that... Alright, last question.
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So
So you noticed.
Du bist die niedere Herrin Kusanani.
I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last. That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very... It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't... Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life.
Okay, wir sind die ganze Zeit nur in einer Traumwelt. Na toll.
To answer any more questions you have about here and now. You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow you. Now that you know this is all a dream, have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Your notion of reality, that's why I could only give you... Firstly. Secondly, that's because people don't remember, so whenever they... Never mind, Paimon! Traveler had... Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro Meanwhile, deceiving the... After we end the Sub-Zero...
Komm, wir machen weiter.
The sages of the Academia do that in the end.
Wir machen weiter mit dem Ding.
Just the moon. A sun and a moon... Oh, we're out of time. I'll tell you how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow.
Da morgen geht's aus dem aus dem Samsara da oder wie der heißt endlich raus. So.
Good morning, Nahida. Hey, what's wrong, Nahida? I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct. Did Dunyarzad already disappear? The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting. Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream. But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad. Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness. And it was... Yes. Back then, her family was over. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still... far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sabzeruz festival with so many regrets. Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon. Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad. To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible. Great, but how do we... Although the Sabzeruz festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it. Huh? So, how should we find that person? Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness. Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream. Imagination? Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when a server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food. Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken. How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker. It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding... As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town. Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the Traveler went? Yes. I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end. Paimon's still a little upset that she was such a good person, with such a simple wish.
Fühlt sich an, als hätte ich die Motivation verloren.
Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad is what would... We mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on their... So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the whole Sub-Zero. Let's go ask him.
Gehen wir mal zu dem Typen mit dem komischen Ding. Okay, ab dafür. Mit dem Blumenritter Ferris. So. Wo ist er denn? Da ist er.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. Just, it's a little hard to explain.
An experiment? That came out of nowhere.
Could you make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival tradition or something?
Less questions, more wishing!
Okay. My wish. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or...
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Oh, is it that obvious? After what I just said, I guess it is. When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zero's festival. What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life.
Oh, wie
50 years,
süß.
100 years? I'll serve her till the end of time. Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but that was pretty embarrassing. Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh, you're...
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but only one portion of Yelda candies per person. Back home you go. Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me.
Technologisch sehr weit fortgeschritten.
Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy.
Im Gegensatz zu allem anderen.
Mhm.
It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But
My lady, step back.
that sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This... Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
Zurück zum Wohnort, okay.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you. Fine, all right. Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't trust your... Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup. Suit yourself.
Illusion sheet. I condemn you.
You won this one. Take that!
Die macht aber nicht viel Schaden.
Crush.
Die machen echt nicht viel Schaden. So. Ich hätte jetzt irgendwie ein bisschen mehr Damage von denen erwartet.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, Remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad. But she said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying... Yeah, even... This is the place! Hey, the windows are unlocked! Okay,
Paimon, flieg einfach mal rein.
take a peek inside.
Einfach mal ins Fenster reinfliegen.
This was only a temporary residence, so there was... Should we open? Wow. Juniors, even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival, she must have wanted to give this to us as a gift. If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her.
Wieder dazu. Dori und Dings.
Okay. Ich habe nichts verstanden,
Ja.
aber ich kann es mir denken.
Ja, das muss man sich bei mir, glaube ich, zusammenarbeiten.
Ja.
Auch das Problem.
Aber Dory ist ein Charakter, der mir überhaupt nicht taugt irgendwie.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about...
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler. What?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, what? Where are we going this time?
More speed.
Schatzstraße heißt das hier, okay. So, schauen wir uns den Tanz mal an, den es nicht gibt.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an the Grand Sage is our...
Oh.
Traveler? You don't have to get involved. Hey,
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the... Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff?
Wie erwartet.
Oh, of course! If this is the Sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're just substitutes.
what is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisars went extinct after her death.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisar.
beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away?
Yeah. What's going on here?
Schließ deine Augen.
Huh?
Stell dir vor, dass der große Weiß und seine Leute nicht mehr in den Augen sind.
You guys are acting weird.
Hey! They disappeared! So Nilu's the host! What a surprise! Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage! It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padisara. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu? But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilu realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
Woher weißt du das?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sub-Zeru's festival?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City, and founded the Academia.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes. But his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zeru's festival is almost over too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zeru's as beautiful as we can. The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zeru's.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
Der Traum ist vorbei. Würde ich mal sagen.
Good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like Paimon's head feels... Paimon thinks it was... The Sub-Zero... Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero? Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal! She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What usual spot?
Catherine, hey, du bist auch da.
Well done, traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival.
Catherine mit Fragezeichen.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay!
Oh, Paimon weint.
Like that!
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream. And I saw Nilou performing the dance of Sub-Zeros.
Also.
Wie wiederholt sich der Scheiß?
Der wiederholt sich ein paar, aber also so richtig wiederholend einmal. Ansonsten immer nur so Ding. So, also Catherine. Aha, du bist also Catherine. Bist du dir sicher, dass du Catherine bist? Ich kenne Catherine.
Catherine verlässt nie ihren Stand.
Eben. Also. Und die Stimme klingt auch ein bisschen anders. Bist du wirklich Catherine? Ich habe hier einen anderen Archon. Der kann echt sauer werden. Schau mal nach Inazuma. Da fehlt die halbe Karte.
You're actually Nishida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival. And Dunyarzad, did you see her? It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the traveler's favorite bench?
Ich fühle mich gestalkt, die weiß so viel von mir. Der komische Archon da. Aber sie ist ein Archon, der in der Wäsche eingegangen ist, deswegen ist sie so klein. Zu heiß gewaschen.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's all right. After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible. But it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara. So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end.
Das freut mich.
Too soon, huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. I need to spend more time observing human emotions. Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently. All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As you got it. I hope my answers were satisfactory, seekers of knowledge. To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. I think I may need to rest for a while. Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. You go and get some sleep. What a relief.
wieder.
Traveler? Paimon?
Hm?
Why am I here?
Catherine, du bist wieder da.
Sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh, I'm fine.
Mein Wartungspersonal?
Thank you.
Ich sag doch, Catherine ist ein Robo. Deswegen gibt's auch 4 Catherines. Ganz einfach, diesen Roboter. Wir sind mit der Story durch. Wie? Das war die Story schon. Stopp, hier. Hey, nee. Das geht nicht. Weiter, mehr Story, bitte. Das ist noch nicht... Das ist, nein, aus, pfui. Ja, okay. Achso, was ich schauen wollte ist... Ja, guck mal, jetzt ist hier oben nämlich auch das offen. Jetzt kann ich nicht da auch mal gucken. Jetzt wird es nicht auch auf der Karte angezeigt. Quest. Hey, jetzt gibt es hier auch Quests. Nice. Ja, wir suchen Al-Rani. Kein Problem, machen wir. Ja. Wer ist Al-Rani? Wer ist Al-Rani? Haben wir Al-Rani schon mal kennengelernt? Anscheinend. Ne, es gibt wieder was zu tun. Wie, Al-Rani sind in der Summe? Ja, ich suche direkt nach Al-Rani. Kein Problem. Da will ich jetzt mal runter gucken. Wie viele Quests gibt's gerade? Glitzerscheibchen.
Voll. Was der Scheiß bringt.
Ja, das hat irgendwas mit der Kanne zu tun. So, können wir mal gucken. Gibt's hier auch Kopfgeld natürlich. Kopfgeldaufträge, wie immer. War klar. Ein Rezept. Butterhühnchen. So, lass uns mal die ganzen Dinge anschauen. Funktion verfügbar, Erzadersuche. Segen des Avatar, okay. Wo ist der Schatzkompass? Resonanz. Schatzkompass auf 9. Oh Gott, das wird dauern. So, Bitten der Bewohner können wir noch nicht machen und Kopfgeld können wir auch noch nicht machen bei Stufe 2. Wir haben 3% von komplett erkundet, okay. Haben aber schon 2 Aufträge, ha? Nice. Die Feinschmecker sind auch hier. Okay, es gibt einige Aufträge. Cool.
Nicht viel.
Ja, aber es ist besser als 0, die ich noch zu tun habe. So, wir machen mal die verschmähte Holzfigur weiter. Dann kann ich nämlich auch an dem Event teilhaben. Aber 23 sind besser als 0, die ich jetzt die ganze Zeit hatte. Ja, komm. Okay, anscheinend hatte ich das schon. Oh.
So Tandra's supposed to be here in Gandharvaville looking for inspiration. Should we yell his name at the top of our lungs? Hey, buddy. What's your name? What are you doing here all alone? Regardless, don't worry. As a trainee forest ranger, I'll do.
Hi, Miss Forest Ranger. I'm Rosie.
When people say don't mind me, what they really mean is don't worry about me. Hey, don't cry. What's wrong? Huh, that voice sounds familiar. Oh, it's Colin! Hi, Colin. Paimon and Traveler. I've been doing pretty well. Thanks for asking. We're here on an errand. We heard your voice, so we thought we'd come ask you for help. You seem kinda busy, though.
I'll be fine.
What a well-mannered child. Sand? There is not a lot of sand in a forest. You keep saying you're okay because you don't want us to know what you're upset about, right?
Maybe.
That's exactly why you have to get it off your chest. Here's a trick. If you're keeping a secret that bothers you, you can try telling it all to a tree hollow.
A tree hollow?
Yeah, a tree hollow. Do you know Tanja's stories? The R&R, maybe there really are R&R.
You like the R&R story?
Of course. I love that.
Oh, people who like R&R.
Aw, so...
Sure.
Na komm schon. Die quatschen schon wieder so viel. Warum quatschen die immer überall so viel?
Helping children who are lost in their ring. So, what was it you wanted help with?
Weg.
Okay, so you're
Ganz kurz
looking
weg.
for a children's
Okay.
author from Port... wait. That's right. So he's in the area? This is amazing. I've always been... Even so, he wait. Your dad? Tanja's your dad? As in you're Tanja's son?
Uh-huh.
Ah, Paimon sees. Why are you here in... Oh, in that case...
No, I'm good. Come with me.
Yay! Thanks, Rosie!
Hey,
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Oh Gott. Denkt sie gerade, was habe ich angestellt? Hey, Kollei, hi. Bist du auch wieder?
So
Gleich nochmal.
this way. I know this place pretty well. Follow me.
Wohin? Nochmal Nikolai. Hey! Hallo, Joimir? Gefährlicher Transport verboten. Hier unten, okay. Machen wir gleich, wir quatschen erstmal mit denen. Da.
Da bin ich wieder.
Hallo.
Where are you, Rosie?
Ja.
Ja.
Ah.
Oh, Rosie, were you in danger?
I'm okay.
Thank you. Thank you all. I did...
Oh, it's nothing. It's all...
Really? I didn't know anyone read my stories apart from young children. Okay, then. I have the...
Huh? It's... Whoa. Colin, look... I'm okay.
Are you two story lovers as well? Yes. Yeah. Oh? Who asked...
Seems also Paimon's not a finch. That's nothing to get excited...
A car crafts. Oh! Oh, right. I remember now. That small boat went perhaps for the best, after all.
What? What should we do?
Dad's saying he forgot about helping the people at Akara Crafts learn more about Aranara because right now he has something more important.
Oh! Wait, no, this isn't the time for all that. Tanja, your help is pretty vital to the toy makers. You gotta do something.
But the garden that blew... I, Tanja, have found evidence of Aranara activity right here in the Avidia forest, conclusively proving that Aranara... If I manage to document the first... Meanwhile, I may well be able to leverage this to assume leadership of the acad...
Ich skippe das mal.
I haven't written any papers myself. way, Tanja.
The hook's what's important in a story. The great storyteller Tanja never gives his audience the bait right away. Come with me.
Wait, not that way. Kale, what's wrong? Nothing. But that way leads us deeper, and I think I'm starting to understand why Razi and Tanja were fighting.
Okay, dann machen wir es doch nicht, dann folgen wir denen. Nur so ein kleines Mini-Eventchen gewesen.
Just as I expected, the promise of one of my stories has kept...
But this...
You can deceive the eyes, but you can't...
Paimon's not sure what look with your heart means. Hey, look! Here's another. That sounds more... There's another one here. A clever...
So, holen wir uns ein bisschen Moore ab. Mal jetzt geschnellt 10 Riesen. So.
How does it feel to bear witness to a groundbreaking discovery? I doubt that I bold an Aranara. How's that?
Nope.
Well, many. And how about you, Miss Forest Ranger? Do you soar into...
Willkommen zurück.
Me?
Dann verpiesel ich mich mal im Live-Channel, oder?
Maybe I do, but
Wir machen
maybe
das.
not.
So.
Anyway, it happened.
So.
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just that witnessing Tanja's creative process is a little...
Overwhelming.
Oh.
For now, I've decided to... Don't worry.
He seems pretty... No.
So, wir fangen nun damit noch an.
Camp Tanja. In our...
Oh? In that case...
Ich gehe ins Lager und warte bis 0 bis 4 Uhr nachts. Oh Gott, warum denn immer warten?
More speed.
Okay, warten. Warte, stopp. Wir haben es ja schon fast. Nee, ich muss bestimmt bis zum nächsten Tag warten, 0 bis 4 Uhr. Ja, 0 bis 4 Uhr morgens hatten wir ja tatsächlich gerade eben sogar. Deswegen wundert es mich ein bisschen. Ja, muss ich bis zum nächsten Tag warten.
Traveler, wake up! It's not the Aranara. It's Kale. Oh, Paimon's been worried about Kale's. Anyway. Hey, look! Aren't these Kale's footprints? But why are they headed towards the tree hollow?
Ich mach schnell mal mein Ausrufezeichen weg. Zack.
So Kale came back here alone. Is she waiting for... And I thought this was a place nobody knew about. I never thought Tanja would find it, or that I would run into the Traveler and Paimon. If I'd known, I would have just told the tree hollow instead of writing it down. There must be another way to practice my handwriting. Now I've created a whole new problem for myself. What do I do now? Oh, no, that won't work. I should be writing something that an Aranara would never say, so that Tanja won't mistake me for one of them. But what should I write? Oh, I've got it. There's no way Tanja could see this as the work of an Aranara. So the evidence of Aranara activity we saw, but why didn't she just tell Tanja? Oh, right. Kale told Razi that he could tell any secret to a tree hollow. Must be because that's what she does. And yeah, you're right. Oh, looks like she's a...
Aha! There's a new note. Yes! Let's see what it's...
Ooh, what could it be?
I want to visit Mondstadt during the Ludi Harpastum... No, that's impossible. This must be some kind of mistake. Even I would never write that into a fairy tale.
So, in other words, the notes can't have been left. Yeah.
No. No, I can't.
What do you mean you can't? You've written so many stories beloved by the children.
No! I can't do it. I thought that if
Schrei
I could
nicht so.
find an R&R, I'd be able to help Akara Crafts. But it was someone from Mondstadt all along.
But you've managed to write all those stories without ever having seen a real R&R.
Rosie, you tell them.
Really?
Yes, it's fine.
Okay. Kale, Traveler, Paimon. Do you remember? So... Dad isn't the one who came up with all those... What? Hold on. So... It was me.
Razzi ist der wahre Künstler, ha?
Every night, Dad would give me a Zaytun peach for dinner, and I'd eat it while he told his stories. The Zaytun peaches were delicious, but Dad's stories were really bad. But Dad kept on going. Dad showed me even though Then one day, Dad seemed really... He looked real... He lifted me, and when I got to my favorite part, when Dad put me back... You remember?
It's not only Rosie. I, too, remember every detail of what happened that day. After that, I gradually grew in fame and started making money. I became Sumeru's best... Finally, we could afford more than just Zaytun peaches for dinner. I
was really happy at first, but then everyone started calling me Tanja's son instead of Rosie. I kinda guessed why, but Dad got busier with things. So I made up my mind that this time, I just want to be good old Rosie, so instead of Dad the way he is now, I prefer my dad how he used to be, stumbling. That's why I decided to keep how I imagine R&R to look like.
Wait! Paimon gets it now. To sum up, all of Uncle Tanja's fairy tales, and because Rosie didn't...
Yes. That's why I tried looking for... I'm a terrible father. I'm sorry, Rosie. And I owe... Rosie's the only one who can help.
Are we gonna let this happen?
You want me to help? Oh, I did mention what the R&R look like. Kale, Traveler, and I've never really... Sumeru is... So I want to... And I also want to...
Oh. Komm, noch eine Lebensgeschichte erzählen.
Come on. You're the best dad ever. This is the happiest Rosie has sounded since we met him. I want to thank you, Kale.
Mitch, was machst du?
You told me about telling my secrets, even though I didn't have the time to find a tree hollow. Telling everyone my... Yeah. I made a lot of mistakes back in Mondstadt. I'm sure this experience will be the same...
Yes. Wait.
I just... Let's go, Rosie. Grab that camera and see what hidden inspiration... Okay, let's go. Come on, Dad.
So, weil jetzt haben wir das Event nämlich auch gestartet. Dann können wir da auch so nach und nach ein bisschen machen. Auch Mietsch. Mach die Cam wieder aus. So, wir haben einen neuen Fotoapparat bekommen. So. Ein exquisiter Fotoapparat. Den können wir ja eigentlich tatsächlich wirklich anlegen, weil ich habe eh nichts zu tun. Und ich habe eh nichts Sinnvolles dort. Und damit haben wir auch das Event. Holzschnitzereien. Erst, okay, nach Auftragsphase in Tag 2 verfügbar. Okay. Schnitzen der Kindlichkeit. Gucken wir uns mal an. Ah, ich muss Fotos machen. Ganz viele Fotos. Oh Gott. Okay. Holz Dingsbums. Oh, den ganzen. Aha, okay. Okay. Gut, dann haben wir ein bisschen was zu tun. würde ich mal sagen. Nice. Was ist noch? Warum habe ich hier noch? Also hier. Das ist das. Jo. Okay. So, Herausforderungen. Kriegen wir. Pilze. Söldner und Diebe, okay. Was ist das? Warum? Hey, warum habe ich hier immer noch Ausrufezeichen? Ausrufezeichen, die nicht weggehen. Schrecklich. So, was haben wir hier? Na gut, den Legendenauftrag und hier halt die Kinder von Vimara. So, dann würde ich jetzt aber einmal mich einfach mal, keine Ahnung, irgendwo dahin... Nee, nicht dahin stellen. Wir machen das, was ich... Nix gut Deutsch. Wir kloppen jetzt halt hier einmal noch unser Harz raus. Würde ich sagen, verkloppen nochmal die Bosse. Da gehe ich auf die Feuertruppe. Das geht am schnellsten. Kloppen noch einmal die zwei weg. So. Na komm schon. Alle. Na komm. So. Zack. Da haben wir einmal ihn. So. Ich glaube, ich müsste auch noch mal kurz ein bisschen für Razer noch Kleinkram sammeln. Aber jetzt machen wir erstmal direkt das Eisblümchen auch noch hinterher. Bob. Guck mal, ich habe sogar ein paar Cues gerade ready. Hui.
To compel. Good bishop down. The fuse is lit.
Da. Zack. So, wir waren natürlich wieder viel zu schnell. Was aber nicht schlimm ist. Dann springen wir nämlich direkt einmal hier hin. Machen wir unsere Dailies. Ich habe sie wieder auf Mondstadt gestellt, weil gefühlt die einfach entspannter sind. Die machen wir dann auch noch. Können eh nur noch einmal auf eine Boss hauen. Ich überlege, ob ich mit meinem angereicherten Harz ein paar Kügelchen mache gerade. Aber wo, wir könnten ja mal ein bisschen verwurschteln. Wir haben doch bestimmt wieder Zeug gekriegt. Wir haben zwar nicht viele Kisten gefunden, aber wir haben Zeug bekommen. So. Mietz. Durch die Quests. Zack, wunderbar. Ja, haben wir hier. Ein bisschen was haben wir hier gekriegt. Da. Und ein paar Bücher haben wir gekriegt. Rosaria, können wir dich direkt? Dich können wir direkt. Nice. Pup. So,
Good.
einmal.
Getting stronger means finishing jobs quicker.
Das war gar nicht viel, was er erzählt hat. Dann ziehen wir mal Razor. Hallo? Danke. Müsste das nicht schneller gehen? Ein bisschen. So, Razor 65. Ach nee, die hab ich die gestern gesammelt? Habe ich die nicht gestern gesammelt? Ich weiß es gar nicht. Zack. So. Und dann gehen wir noch davor. Sammeln schnell hier ein bisschen das Wolfshakenzeug ein. Und schmeißen nochmal die Elektro-Hypostase, weil ich ja 2 Elektro-Gegner habe zum Hochziehen. Elektro-Charakter zum Hochziehen. Und dann würde ich sagen, machen wir Schluss. Die Dailies mache ich dann so nebenbei. Ich hoffe, die sind überhaupt schon respawned. Ja, ich sehe welche. Ich sehe aber nur da hinten gerade einen. Es kann nicht gut sein, dass ich den einfach übersehen habe. Oh yo. Die sind noch gar nicht wieder... Sind die wieder da? Sind die nicht da? Kann sein, dass ich einfach nur welche übersehen habe, nämlich. Ich kenne mich ja. Ich glaube, die sind noch gar nicht da. Oh. Schade. Ne. Echt nicht da. Nur die, die ich übersehen habe. 2 Stück. Beziehungsweise da könnte auch noch einer liegen. Ja gut. Nee, das ist ein Zuckerblümchen. Oh, da war die Ausdauer leer. Na, da haben wir auch noch einen. Okay, 3. Gut, ja dann. Die Hypostase ist noch nicht da. Dann gehe ich mal nochmal zu Catherine. Sammle die 2 ein, die vorher noch nicht fertig waren. Die sind nämlich jetzt fertig. Und dann mache ich Schluss, würde ich sagen. So, zack. Da, ein Subaru. Chip. Ich werde erstmal ein bisschen das Zeug ansammeln, was ich noch nicht kenne. Das ist wirklich nur hier oder was ich noch nicht so wirklich habe. So, dann würde ich sagen, machen wir Schluss. Ich hole mir noch schnell die Errungenschaften, die wir haben. Das sind echt ein paar gewesen. Ah, vielleicht kann ich sogar noch mal beten. Ja, ich kann noch mal beten. Machen wir auch. Hey Fischl, was geht? Hey Schwert. Okay, nochmal eine Fischl. Ab. Zack. Ja, cool. C6. Damit haben wir Fischl C6. So, dann würde ich sagen, mache ich